If there is one thing that every leader, famous company, or successful businessman has used, it is manipulation. Companies use it to make somebody buy something. For example, when Starbucks sells coffee, they always write your name, but most of the time it is misspelled, prompting people to share their brand or buy another one to see how their name will be spelled, resulting in more sales. Another example is when they take the price up and then offer a discount, which is the same price as before, making people buy it even though they don't need it. These are more marketing tactics. Manipulation is a form of psychological abuse. It is special because if we take arguing as an example where one person is yelling at another person, in that situation, you know who is abusing you and you can easily send them to jail. But in manipulation, the person is controlling you without you even knowing it. There are some examples where you know you are being manipulated, such as blackmail, which is a type of manipulation tactic where you have some information about somebody and you say, for example, if you don't do that, I will post this information publicly. But most of the time, you don't even know that you are being manipulated. If we talk about heavy manipulation that can destroy somebody's life, 80% of the time, it involves people with antisocial personality disorder, ASPD, which includes 3 types of people: psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists, but mostly psychopaths. All 3 of them have one common trait: no empathy. If we take a normal person who has empathy, it may be easy to do some light manipulation, but in a scenario where they have the opportunity to destroy somebody's life, they will mostly not do it because they have feelings and empathy. But with psychopaths, it is very different. I will make a separate video about psychopaths because they are a very different type of people that maybe are destroying your life now without you even knowing. There are manipulation tactics like gaslighting or love bombing, about which I have a separate video where I explain every manipulation trick. You can check it on my channel, but most of the time they don't use special techniques. Here is one example of manipulation created by one psychologist which demonstrates how psychopaths manipulate, but it is still manipulation, so it is used by non-psychopaths as well. Imagine at your work, a guy comes in. At first, he is normal and friendly. He starts to make friends and gets to know his next victims better. Manipulators see everything as a pyramid, and they want to get to the top of that pyramid. They don't care for people at the bottom of the pyramid because they are tools. This is an example that psychopaths mostly use. Now, the manipulator wants to get higher in the pyramid, and they will do that by eliminating the people that are higher in the pyramid. First, he is going to remove some of the more popular and higher ranked employees. He is going to do that by, for example, saying that there is somebody in the company who has a friend from another company that is a rival to the company he works in. The manipulator is going to secretly follow him, and when he is with his friend, he is going to take a picture of them. When he has evidence, he will go to his next step. He will purposefully give some information to the rival company without anybody knowing, and when the manager sees that somebody has given some information to the rival company, the manipulator will show the picture of him and his friend, resulting in the innocent man getting dismissed and potentially destroying his life. Now, when the manager and the manipulator become closer, it is time to remove the manager's favorite person. Now, what he will do is get closer to the manager's favorite person. Let's call him Tom. Tom has a wife, and the manipulator sees this and plans his next steps. But we will leave that for a video about psychopaths. If you want to watch the video with first you, as long with other benefits like voting video ideas and asking me questions, you can see Patreon in description. Manipulation is mostly used in relationships and workplaces, as you saw in the previous example. Relationship manipulation is very common because it is so easy to be manipulated in a relationship if you are not aware of it. If you are a girl who isn't very social with others and has never had a boyfriend, you are the type of girl that manipulators target as victims. The difference between manipulation in the workplace and in a relationship is that in the workplace, if you see that somebody is manipulative, you can report him, and you don't have any strong feelings for him. But in a relationship, the person loves the other person and won't admit that he is a manipulator. It will be very hard to escape from his manipulation because she loves him. But the manipulator sees her just as a tool to get what he wants. That is why you need to learn and be aware so you can protect yourself. In relationships, manipulators use tactics like gaslighting and love bombing to gain control over their victims. Sarah thinks that she has found the perfect partner in Mark. Mark showers Sarah with attention and affection at the start of their relationship. Sarah's ego and dopamine levels are through the roof, but Mark isn't like Sarah thinks he is. He doesn't want a happy relationship with Sarah. He has some other dark plans, but Sarah doesn't see anything. After a while, Mark starts to show zero affection towards Sarah, breaking her ego and making her obsessed with him. When Sarah slowly starts to lose her mind, Mark employs isolation. He isolates her from her family and friends, making her feel alone. He would say things like, "Your family is always so negative, don't you think?" Making Sarah only connect with Mark and making it harder for her to leave him. Whenever Sarah starts to show resistance, Mark says, "You're imagining things, you're overreacting," or "You're so sensitive, I was just joking." This is gaslighting. This makes Sarah doubt her perceptions and sanity, further increasing her dependency on Mark. In this scenario, Mark employs three main tactics: love bombing, isolation, and gaslighting. That is the end of this video. Remember to protect yourself. Thanks for watching and see you next time.